All right, I'm going to do some actual gameplay for the Enlightened systems. This is a little combat that they had down where they got thrown under the bus and betrayed by Brigette, who turned out to be some type of succubus demon morphing type creature. So down here where we see Bastion up front with his shield, Rupert, Edward, and Blake. So Sam is missing. They think he's maybe being a spy or infiltrating the cult, but he is missing. They don't know where he's at, so that's a bit of a quandary. And then here going against 9 archers could be a bit of a challenge. At level 2, 9 times 2 is 18, and a level 4 succubus is about 22 points. And I believe our heroes are level 3, if I remember. I think we started level 1. We've gained a couple levels by now. But anyway, 300 pop, that's about 12 points. Would be 15 with Sam, but he's not here, so they're absolutely in trouble with this encounter. So let's play it out. They have a level 4 leader, while the group is level 3, so they're going to be making defenses first. We go around the horn. You see my battle pad here, where we have Rupert sitting to my left, Bastion and Blake across the table, and Edward to my right. I've got their HP there, and I'm just going to play this off the cuff as I remembered it. And then I say succubus, but it's more of a kind of a demon beast or something. I don't know what it is, but she's level 4, doing 8 points of damage if she decides to do it. Any kind of attack. She does have some specials, as you might guess, and has 16 points of health. All her archer cultists are 4 each at level 2, doing 4 damage with an arrow. All right, here we go. So we're going to start around the horn with Rupert. Rupert's going to inspire the group. He rolls 13, so the group's inspired. They all have ease on their next action, and he has, we're going to say everybody's taking 2 defenses against these archers, and then the one nearest the we'll call her Brigette, because that was her name as Rupert fell in love with her. But we're going to give everybody 2 defenses. So defense number 1, Rupert, is a 10. That's a fail. I think he needs an 11 and then another 10. So fails twice. He takes 4 and 4, and he's absorbing 1 with his leather. So 3 and 3 for Rupert. 6 damage. Goes to 12. Okay, Bastion is going to throw up his shield and guard. He's going to guard the priest. So that's how he spends his action, to give himself and the priest ease. He's in his lane, so he's going to roll 3 dice for his first defense. Is good with a 12 and good with a 12. He needs 12 to succeed on D11 is a miss. So his action is complete. Now we're going to go to Blake. Blake has 2 arrow shots. He did not move, so he's going to take 2 shots, and he has ease at range, but he drops a die because he's trying to make 2 arrow shots, one to the left and another one up here. So the first shot is a 12. That succeeds by 3, plus his weapon proficiency of 2 is 5, and he basically takes out this guy who has 4 hits, absorbing 1 for the leather. So there's 1 hit. Next arrow is a 14. He's going to finish this guy off. And then we go to those, we'll say he has 1 defense. 10 is going to do it, so he's good. And we finish with Edward. Edward is going to run a bless, giving everybody a die of ease on their next defense. And I need to remember he's being inspired. So Edward is going to be inspired on his bless, giving him 4 die, hoping for enlightenment, and he gets a 17. So he pulls off a bless. Everybody gets 1 degree of ease on their next defense, and everybody's spent their inspiration. So now he has 2 defenses, and since he has the shield there from Bastion, he gets a degree of ease. Now he can't bless himself, so he gives his allies 1 degree of ease on their next defense, not himself though. So the first defense, 14 is a good, and the second one, 12 is good. So he's good to good. And then we simply do what's called a monster mambo. Now, on this mambo, we're gonna take this archer who's getting a little scared, and she's gonna make a move, 1, 2, 3, 4, and jump up on a ledge to get a little high ground. And these two archers are gonna back up. This one's gonna be standing fast, and they're all gonna fire this time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 arrows coming down. Everyone's gonna take 2 except for Blake. Blake will take 1 because Blake's in the back. All right, so we go back to Rupert, round 2. So that was about a 5-minute round, 4-minute round, and we usually do about 5 or 6 rounds. So, 20-minute combat, 30-minute, 45 with a little role play and some creativity going around the board. And when you get the human factor involved, things slow down a little bit, but it's all fun. So here we go, Rupert. Rupert is going to, he's actually going to see if he can tuck in. He's going to stay where he's at, and he's going to inspire the group again. He doesn't really want to BS the GM quite yet. Feels like he doesn't need it. So his inspire is no good. So he's a little squeaky voice on his Let's Go team, but he has 2 defenses straight up. First one is a miss, he takes 4. Second one is a 14, so he's able to dodge 1 arrow, but the other one hits for 4 damage minus 1 for the leather, takes him down to 9 points. So he's got some arrows sticking at him, but he did not succeed on inspiring the group, so kind of a bummer there. Bastion is still, instead this time he's gonna move and attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he's gonna get to the stairs. He's gonna get to the stairs if he can stay on there. No, he really can't. So we're gonna put him right here, toe to toe with this archer. Let's get over Archer. And we're gonna say he has 1 degree of difficulty on his attack because he's on stairs. And this archer's gonna be shut down quite a bit, but he's still gonna have 2 defenses to roll. And he needs more defense. He can't just roll a 11 and get away with it. I think he needs a 12. So let's see, with disadvantage on his attack, he's gonna roll 3, take the worst 2, which is a fail. And then he's got 2 arrows coming his way. Arrow number 1 misses, 14 on D. Arrow number 2 hits. So he's got the shield and some armor, so he's going to absorb 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So Bastion takes 2, goes to 18. Did his defenses. Now Blake is going to aim at the succubus with 1 shot. He's going to drop a die to call a shot, and this will be a critical hit if he succeeds, because he's taking a degree of difficulty and trying to hit her in the bear, maybe the heart. And he pulls off a 9, which succeeds but only matches. So it's going to take 2 points of damage, but no armor can be affected because it was a called shot. So this 2 points to the succubus takes her to 14, and she has no armor, as you can see. And then now for some defenses, remember Blake was only having 1 defense, so the defensive roll is an 11. Blake's good to go. Edward is last, and if you remember on their defenses, they had 1 degree of ease, which I actually forgot to roll for Bastion, but we'll try to remember this. I gotta put my tokens up to remember. That's why it helps to have a group of people playing when you're playing these games. All right, so now Edward is going to go up the stairs. So 1, 2, 3, and he's gonna wait till next turn to go up the stairs. That's his move, and he's still able to run off a possible bless. Give everybody a little bonus on their defense. 15 is a go. So everybody, as I put this token right here, just to remind me that everybody has ease on their defense. All right, Edward finishes. We go Monster Mambo. Everybody's gonna stand fast. This archer here is gonna switch to a blade because she's toe-to-toe with Bastion. And we go to Rupert. Rupert is going to move 1, 2, 3 and tuck in to give everybody a degree of difficulty on their attack, because Rupert is tucked in behind the terrain there, and Rupert's going to pull off a possible inspiration. 8 is going to miss by 1. So Rupert's not inspiring right now. He's probably pissed off that Brigette fooled him. All right, so now the defenses, 1, and now on defense, because they're blessed, he gets a degree of ease, and an extra degree of ease because he's guarded by terrain. So this is the first arrow. Absolutely makes it, almost enlightens. 16, and the other one is an 11. So Bastion is, Rupert is good and good. Bastion is going to attack straight up, and then he has a degree of ease on his defense. Missing, he's a shield guardian and not much of a melee fighter, but he has ease on his D. First one is good with 12 barely. Second one's a miss. He takes 2 more points. Goes to 16 points of damage. Blake is going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Tuck in and shoot an arrow at the succubus with ease at range and 2 defenses at ease for the bless. First one is a hit, 13. 4 over plus 2 is 6. And the first defense is a go. Second defense is missed by 1. So he's going to hit the succubus for 6, taking her to 8. Now that's going to cause her to do something here in a minute. And then his defense is a fail. Blake takes 4 minuses 1, 16 to 13. So everyone's taking damage here. We go to Edward. Edward. He's going to go up the stairs and attack these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to attack this guy, taking his range away. Straight up. I think he's running a mace, but he misses. And now he's got to defend 2 arrows. Can't bless himself, so these are straight up. Defense number 1, 12 is a good, and 6 is a miss. So Edward absorbs 1 as well, taking 3, going to 18 points of damage. I think that's 3 rounds in 12 minutes. Not too terribly bad. We're kind of moving and grooving. For Monster Mambo now, the succubus is going to boogie on out of the picture. And everyone else is going to be like, what the hell is going on? They're going to stand back to take another shot and probably boogie on out of the picture too. These guys change weapons to blades. And it's a good thing they advanced on them. Rupert's going to try one more time. He's going to go, everybody, let's go. The succubus ran away. 11 is a go. Everybody's inspired. So now we have ease on actions. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 archers left. Everybody taking 1 arrow. Here's the defense. Blessed still for Rupert. Rupert gets a double 9. I should be showing these, but 9, baby. So Rupert gets enlightened to go flip his sheet over and put an enlightenment against arrows. So we'll see how that plays out, how we want to design it. Excellent defense. Good to go. Bastion is going to fight toe-to-toe with his inspiration. He has an extra die. And he gets a 10, which is good by 1, plus his weapon and his bonus damage, 4 points of damage. So that one is bloodied. So this archer right here is down to 1 hit. 1 hit, let's remember that. And then the defense for the arrow. He's a defender, but from an arrow and he's in melee, I'm going to say he's straight up, or does he still have a bless? Yep, this is the last one for bless. And 666, nice. We'll take the 12. He's good to go. All right, Blake. Blake is going to attack the archer in green, and he has ease at range, and he gets himself a 7, so he misses. And coming back with his blessed defense, 5 misses again. He's taken 3. He goes to 10 points of hit points. Edward. He's going to go toe-to-toe with his inspiration. Is a, oh, did we do it again? 9. Mr. Edward gets inspired on a melee attack when he's outnumbered. Yeah, let's go to the off season and buff these up. So that 9/9 gives him 9 over plus 5 because it's half rounded up, so 14. He doesn't have share the pain, otherwise he'd wipe them both out, but he absolutely decapitates with a mace. Pretty interesting. This guy right here. All right, and he has 1 arrow. He can't bless himself, straight up. 9 and 3 is 12, he's good to go. All right, Monster Mambo, these guys say, we are freaking out of here. Normally I'd roll versus morale and say, okay, if it's high, they're gonna run. And so I rolled a 6, so maybe they'd hang around for one more round, but we're just kind of doing a demonstration here. So he's running, there's one guy left who's gonna shoot an arrow on the way out. He switched to his bladed weapon, and we go to Rupert. Rupert says, screw this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he is going to throw a dagger at that archer right there. He has no bonus at range. He's gonna go straight up, and a 6 misses. Now he has an arrow coming his way. He's the only one taking an arrow, and he misses again. As in story time, he's the one that went down. This time he's at 6 points. So he's down to 1/3 of his hits. And that's it for the D. Bastion. He's going to be wailing on this one here. Not inspired, but a 17 will take care of business. That one was bloodied, if you remember. And then that lets him move. So boom, boom, boom. Now we're outnumbering this guy to help Edward. And no arrows coming his way. We go to Blake. Blake takes an arrow, tries to shoot the last archer. He has ease at range, and he rolls a 12, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has a point. He's gone. Gone, gone, and gone. And now he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Talk to Rupert, see what's going on, what the plan is next. Maybe there's a trap. Be careful. And then Edward's got 2v1, which gives him an extra die. 2v1. Here he goes. And 11 is good. Good by 2, plus his 2. That guy's bloodied. And for the Mambo, he surrenders. And so they get 1 surrendered cultist. Brigitte, in demon form, disappears with some of her cultists. And they say, what is up with these goblin in the cages? What were they going to do? What's going on? Remember, Timbersprout has an alliance with goblins. So they try to communicate that they're here in peace and they can get them to safety, and they are very thankful for the Timbersprout 5. So here's a little demo for you on some gameplay. Until my next video, y'all, peace.